Attack on Titan Volume 17 and 18, written and illustrated by Hajime Isayama. As chaos engulfed the chapel, Eren and Historia watched their comrades fall to Kenny's ruthless tactics. Rod's pleas for Historia to inherit the founding Titan intensified, his grief and desperation twisting into a horrifying demand. But Historia, remembering Ymir's sacrifice and embracing her newfound strength, defied her father. She rejected his twisted legacy, shattering the syringe containing the Titan serum. This act of defiance enraged Rod, pushing him over the edge. His body contorted, growing into a monstrous Titan, dwarfing even the colossal Titan in size. The recruits, overwhelmed by the sheer size and grotesque form of this new threat, could only watch in terror as Rod's Titan, driven by madness, lumbered towards Orvud District, intent on crushing everything in its path. Outside the chapel, the battle continued. Levi, a whirlwind of blades and calculated fury, battled Kenny's squad, their specialized weaponry hindering the recruits' 3DMG gear. Sasha's flaming arrows provided momentary distractions, while Connie and Jean fought with unwavering courage. Their efforts seemed futile against the relentless onslaught of Kenny's skilled assassins and the looming presence of Rod's monstrous Titan. The Survey Corps, facing an impossible situation, were forced to retreat. They regrouped in Orvud District, the weight of their losses heavy on their hearts. Erwin, ever the strategist, devised a risky plan: to use Eren's Titan power to stop Rod's Titan before it reached the densely populated wall Sheena. The plan was a desperate gamble. Eren, consumed by self-doubt and haunted by his past failures to control his Titan form, questioned his ability to shoulder the responsibility of humanity's survival. Orvud District, with its towering walls and narrow streets, would be the final battleground. The citizens, their lives hanging in the balance, were ordered to evacuate, their fear and uncertainty palpable. As the monstrous silhouette of Rod's Titan loomed over Orvud District, Eren, surrounded by his comrades, prepared for the fight of his life. He looked into the eyes of his friends, Mikasa, Armin, Jean, Sasha, Connie, and Hannes, their faces reflecting a mixture of fear, determination, and unwavering trust in him. Eren, remembering Historia's strength, her refusal to bow to her father's will, found a spark of his own defiance. He climbed a tower of barrels filled with gunpowder, his heart pounding. As the shadow of Rod's Titan grew larger, Eren made a decision. He would fight. He would not succumb to fear. He would protect his friends, his comrades, his humanity. With a roar that shook the very foundations of Orvud District, Eren transformed, his Titan form erupting from the Tower of Barrels. The battle for humanity's survival had begun. The Survey Corps, aware of the corrupt government's attempts to silence them, devised a plan to rescue Eren and Historia. The plan was to intercept the wagon carrying them to the Reiss Chapel, but the military police, anticipating their move, set up ambushes. A frantic chase ensued through the streets of Stohess District. Levi's squad used their 3DMG gear to navigate the city rooftops, while the military police gave chase, their gunfire echoing through the narrow alleyways. Levi, a whirlwind of blades and deadly precision, cut through the enemy ranks, but their numbers were overwhelming. Realizing their plan was compromised, they were forced to abandon the chase and regroup on a rooftop. A new threat emerged: Kenny Ackerman and his anti-personnel control squad. Armed with weapons specifically designed to counter the Survey Corps' 3DMG gear, Kenny's squad trapped the recruits, their gunfire pinning them down. In a tense standoff, Levi and Kenny, their shared past haunting them, clashed in a brutal duel. Just as Levi's squad seemed cornered, a detachment of military police, led by a mysterious man in a top hat, intervened, creating a diversion. Levi's squad seized the opportunity, escaping into the city's underground tunnels. Deep within the tunnels, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber where they overheard a chilling conversation, revealing the depths of the government's conspiracy. They learned that the walls were not just barriers to protect humanity from Titans, but cages to control them. The Reiss family, the true royal family, possessed the power to alter memories and control actions, a power they had used for generations to keep the people within the walls ignorant and complacent. Armed with this dangerous knowledge, the recruits emerged from the tunnels, determined to expose the truth and break free from the chains of manipulation. Their mission now expanded beyond mere survival. They were fighting for the freedom of all humanity. They devised a plan to overthrow the false king and install Historia, the true heir, as queen. However, the corrupt faction within the military police, determined to maintain their grip on power, framed the Survey Corps, spreading propaganda that they had kidnapped Eren and Historia. Despite their efforts to expose the truth, the people, conditioned by generations of control, remained skeptical. Erwin Smith, accused of treason, was captured and brought before a military tribunal. Just as he was sentenced to death, news arrived that Walrose had fallen, breached by the colossal and armored Titans. This shocking news threw the tribunal into chaos, and Erwin seized the opportunity. He proposed a plan to utilize Eren's Titan power to fight back against Reiner and Berthold. His plan, a gamble with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, was approved. Meanwhile, Eren and Historia were taken to a remote chapel where they encountered Rod Reiss, Historia's father and the true king. Rod revealed a tragic tale of family betrayal and the loss of his children to Eren's father, Grisha Jaeger, who had stolen the founding Titan. Rod urged Historia to inherit this power, to become a true queen and restore their lineage. He offered her a syringe filled with Titan spinal fluid, the key to inheriting the founding Titan's abilities. However, Historia, remembering Ymir's sacrifice and her newfound determination to live a life free from deceit, refused. Her defiance angered Rod, who, in a desperate attempt to force her hand, transformed into a monstrous Titan, dwarfing even the colossal Titan in size. The Survey Corps, battling Kenny Ackerman's squad in the chapel, were shocked by the sudden appearance of this colossal creature. They found themselves facing a seemingly invincible enemy, a creature driven by madness and a twisted obsession with power. As Rod Reiss's Titan rampaged through the chapel, its massive form casting a shadow of despair, Eren, watching the carnage unfold, noticed a glimmer of hope in the shattered remains of the syringe that contained the Titan serum. The Survey Corps basked in the success of capturing the female Titan, but this victory was short-lived. Annie Leonhardt, confirmed as the female Titan, encased herself in an impenetrable crystal, halting any interrogation. The weight of their losses during the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission pressed heavily upon them, especially Armin Arlert, who bore the burden of his deductions and his role in exposing Annie. Back within Walrose, Armin continued to obsess over the details, struggling to reconcile Annie's motivations with her actions and decipher her connection to the overarching conspiracy. Meanwhile, the recruits trained and recovered, but an impending expedition to Shiganshina District, Eren's hometown, and the site of Walmaria's initial breach loomed large. This mission held a dual purpose: to seal the breach and reclaim Walmaria, and more importantly, to uncover the secrets his father, Grisha Jaeger, had promised would reveal the truth about the Titans, hidden in the basement of Eren's childhood home. Before the expedition could commence, the Survey Corps was shaken by a chilling discovery. Hang Zoe's experimental subjects, the two captured Titans, Sonny and Bean, were found brutally murdered. Investigations revealed a disturbing truth. Eren, in his incomplete Titan form during the Battle of Orvud District, had unknowingly killed them. This revelation cast a pall over Eren's abilities, raising concerns about his control and the potential danger he posed to both allies and himself. Despite the unsettling news, preparations continued. Erwin Smith, the resolute commander, rallied his troops and emphasized the mission's critical importance. A new weapon, the Titan Guillotine, designed to combat Titans effectively, was introduced. However, Eren remained skeptical, his usual fiery determination dampened by recent events and a creeping disillusionment. A flashback to 3 years prior shed light on Grisha Jaeger's shrouded past. Keith Shadis, a harsh instructor from the 104th Training Corps, recounted his first encounter with Grisha, finding him wandering outside Walmaria with fragmented memories. Claiming to be a doctor, Grisha settled in Shiganshina District, married Carla, and started a new life, raising Eren within the wall's confines. Grisha instilled an unwavering faith in the Survey Corps, the pride of humanity, into Eren, fueling his son's desire to explore the world beyond the walls. Grisha's actions, however, hinted at a deeper understanding of the Titans and a hidden purpose. a fervent belief that the Survey Corps held the key to humanity's freedom. He entrusted this belief and a crucial mission to Eren: reclaim Wall Maria and unlock the secrets hidden within their home's basement. The Survey Corps, bearing the weight of Grisha's legacy and the mysteries of the basement, stood poised to embark on their perilous mission to Shiganshina. As they prepared to face the unknown, their determination was fueled by the hope of reclaiming their lost homeland and uncovering the truth about the Titans. The recruits embarked on their journey to Shiganshina District under the cover of night, hoping to avoid detection by Titans. Along the way, Armin confided in Eren, sharing a pivotal childhood memory. Eren had shown him a forbidden book depicting the wonders of the outside world, igniting within Armin a yearning for freedom and a belief in a world beyond the walls. This shared dream fueled their determination to fight, reclaim their home, and explore the world beyond the wall's confines. As dawn broke, they reached Shiganshina District, a ghost town frozen in time. The recruits cautiously entered, scanning the dilapidated buildings and overgrown streets for any signs of life or danger. The unsettling silence was broken only by the wind. Reaching the outer gate, a haunting reminder of the day their world was shattered, they prepared to seal it with Eren's Titan power. A chilling realization dawned upon them. There were no Titans in sight. The streets were eerily empty. Had their enemy abandoned this strategically vital location, or was it a trap? As Eren focused on transforming, a horrifying sight appeared atop Wall Maria. Reiner, transformed into the armored Titan, his eyes fixed on Eren. They had walked into an ambush. The battle for Shiganshina had begun. The battle began with a brutal attack. The recruits, realizing their enemy had infiltrated the walls, searched for their hidden adversaries, discovering signs of a recent encampment. They weren't just facing Titans, but intelligent enemies who could blend in and anticipate their moves. Armin deduced a terrifying possibility. Their enemies were hiding within the walls themselves. This shattered their understanding of the Titans' abilities and the nature of their enemy. The walls weren't impenetrable barriers. The enemy wasn't just outside, but within. As Eren prepared to seal the inner gate, a signal flare warned of danger. Reiner and Bertholdt, transformed into the armored and colossal Titans, emerged from within Wall Maria, catching the Survey Corps off guard. The battle raged, the recruits fighting to protect Eren in the confined space. Levi engaged Reiner in a fierce duel, while other recruits used their 3DMG gear to navigate the chaotic battlefield. Erwin, recognizing the need for a diversion, ordered a suicide charge against the colossal Titan to buy time for Eren. The battle raged, the fate of Shiganshina and the hope of reclaiming Wall Maria hanging in the balance. Eren, struggling with fear and focus, prepared to unleash his Titan power, driven by the memory of his fallen comrades and the desire to fulfill his father's legacy. If you enjoyed this book breakdown, please consider liking this video and subscribing to get notified when we post our next breakdown.